We're talking to a genius this evening, a man who should be winning an Oscar for his performance night in and night out on the stage. Freddie Starr, how are you?
Hello, Alex.
Everything okay?
Yeah, no, not really. I'm in hospital at the moment. I'm having a blood transfusion.
Oh.
Yes.
That's a way to start a conversation, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, Alex, all right, mate.
Is that what they call a comedy cul-de-sac? Is it?
I don't know.
Now, listen, the last time I spoke to you, you were in Nottingham, and I saw you last in Nottingham a few years ago, and then you buggered off to Spain, and now you're back, are you?
Yeah, I've sold up in Spain, and I'm back in England now for good, you know.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I've got Reese and Paige who stay with me, and one's a cosmetic surgeon. We call him Dr. Reese.
Yes.
And Paige is she's a nutcase, and she's only 10, and she does ballet dancing in front of me and everything like that, and embarrasses me.
Are these your offspring then?
No, they're not mine, but they're my wife's from 10th marriage.
Right, okay. Yeah. Oh, I thought there was more than 10, actually. I'm disappointed.
Oh, no, God, I'm a shepherd. Where kids is a concern, I think. No, my wife's expecting a baby in August.
Oh, you've never got her up the duff again?
No, this is the first time she's been pregnant.
Oh, this one's first time, is it?
Yeah, to me, yeah.
Right. You know, I've got to talk to you about these things.
She said it's mine.
Well, we'll talk about your age in a moment, but we've spoken about this before. There's these things now called condoms, Freddie. Have you not heard of them?
Yeah, I live in one. They're quite comfortable, actually.
Are they?
You get them in large size, extra large size. You go to Millet's, and you get these big condoms. You know, there's a stove in it. You have fridge. You know, a big American fridge. Yeah,
and you keep them anywhere, do you, in the house? Because apparently they're selling them in Tesco's now, you know, with a fill-by date.
Yeah, but they're not so portable ones. This is a big portable one. It goes on the back of a caravan.
Oh, right, okay.
It's like a windsock in a hurricane.
It's like the Millennium Dome, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
How's the tour going? Are people laughing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's always a relief for a comedian, that, isn't it?
Well, we have, yes. It's a big, especially when you haven't worked for a year. You know, you come back and you haven't worked, and you get on stage and you feel really nervous. I mean, talk about PMTs. You know, put men through it. It's like, isn't Sherry Blair ugly? Isn't she an ugly person?
I think she's got what you call a walk-in mouth.
A walk-in?
A walk-in mouth. You've heard of a walk-in shower? Yeah. That's a walk-in mouth.
Do you think she's got furniture in her mouth and that?
I don't know.
Like a three-piece suite and a plasma telly.
You have to worry when the Prime Minister of this country saw her across a bar one evening and thought, my God, she's gorgeous. I mean, it does worry you a bit, doesn't it?
Oh, he must have been drunk, Tony. Poor Tony.
What I love about you, I tell you what I love about you, Freddie, and I first realised it when I saw you live, and then I saw those audience widths, which I just thought were brilliant, is your versatility and the fact that you can do the comedy and do all that nonsense, but you can also sing like a bird, and the Elvis stuff you do, I just think is brilliant. Is that still in the act?
Yeah, thank you very much indeed, sir. Yes, it is. I've changed my name, actually.
Have you? What, like the last caller?
Well, no, don't mock him. I mean, there's a lot of Elvis Aaron Presleys out there, you know? You know, especially from China. You know, they like to sort of change their name from Wong Wong Wu to Elvis Aaron Presley, which I think it's a good thing, actually, especially if you get, put on your license.
Do you ever see those backing singers for Elvis that you sang with on your audience with?
The Jordanaires?
Yes.
Yeah. One of them died, I think, about 6 months ago.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, they are about 103, aren't they?
Not the one with the deep voice. He was the best.
Oh, not Bob, no.
Oh, good, that's a relief. Can I ask you a question about him, with when he sang those bass notes? But really, how did you manage to fit his package in that studio? Because it must have been enormous.
His what?
His package, to get those low notes.
package. Let me think. Yeah,
this is family radio. You see, I'm cleaning it up.
yeah. It's like he's got quite a good package actually.
Oh, good.
And when he sang, you know, I thought, what a good package, you know, you've got.
Back up and down the country gigging and gagging. Where are you going next, Freddie?
I'm going to next date is Blackpool. I think it's the day after tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then the day after that, I'm in Liverpool, my hometown. How
does the comedy change where you go, or do you just do the same thing wherever?
No, it was different last night. I was taking the mickey out of Derek Acora, you know, from Most Haunted.
Yes.
You know, the Scouse fella.
Mm.
And he talks like that, like, you know, I see the spirit, and he's coming down now. He's a bad one. He's a bad one. And so I was doing that last night, and it was just, I kept going for about half an hour on him, you know.
You don't believe any of that nonsense, do you?
Well, he phoned me up and told me when I was going to die.
Right.
You know. And I can't tell you what I said because we're on live radio, you know. but you can imagine from me, can't you?
Well, have you changed your act at all? Because, I mean, it started when you were doing lots of TV, and I remember you first in the 80s doing all that kind of nice early evening ITV stuff, and then your live show...
I hated it.
Right.
I hated it. I was on at 7:30 on a Saturday night, and they were trying to make me into Benny Hill, you know, and I just hated every minute of it.
I used to see you filming sometimes, because I lived up in Nottingham, that's where I'm from, and you'd be filming all over Nottingham for weeks on end. And it looked like a laborious task, really, because, as you say, they got you to do silly kind of stuff, didn't they? And were you always this kind of hard comedian, in the sense that you weren't doing nice, silly Benny Hill kind of falling over on stage, you were doing kind of knob gags?
Yeah. It was like... They were trying to... the material that they were giving me, the writers, you know, it was terrible, and so the only show that I've written is The Audience With, you know, and I wrote that with Nigel Lithgow, who now lives in Los Angeles, and
he's Mr. Pop Idol, isn't he?
Yeah, Mr. Pop Idol, yeah.
What I loved about that Audience With was that you got Vanessa Feltz down. I can't stand that big fat pig.
Oh.
She's awful. Hypocrite.
You're being too kind.
I really am. I mean, this is a woman who spent 10 years on TV going, being fat is marvellous. The minute her husband divorces her, she ends up losing 20 stone. She's still obese.
She's ugly. Isn't she ugly? She's like a blow-up doll, doesn't she?
Yeah, but the thing is, you want to get a pin and let her down. That's the thing.
I wouldn't even lend her one.
Right. Let alone give her one. Oh, God. Well, listen, it's great talking to you, Freddie. Good luck with the tour. And I know you're doing summer season as well. Where are you going?
I'm going to all over the place. We're doing Great Yarmouth and down south at I think it's Bournemouth somewhere, and just all over the place, really.
Have you got a favourite gag at the moment that you could tell us that's clean?
I can't tell it on the air, no.
Oh, all right. Can you tell us the setup and we'll leave the punchline to people's imagination? Would that work, or is it still too crude?
Well, I don't tell you this gag. It's
all right then. I'll tell you my favourite gag at the moment. I was watching Countdown today with Carol Vorderman, and I got aroused.
Nice fella.
7 letters it was.
7 letters?
Yeah, I got aroused. Leave it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, then. I've got that one, and I'm doing that right at this very moment while you're talking to me, because you've got such a sexy voice.
Listen, get off. Oh, by the way, before we go, do you have any comment to make about this that you made the last time you were on?
This is Freddie Starr, and you're listening to Alex Bentfield, which I think he should change his name. That's not his real name. I've christened him Rocky Storm. So, ladies and gentlemen, if ever you phone him up or write him letters, address it to Rocky Storm. He deserves that name.
Would you like to apologise?
I do apologise profusely from the bottom of my bottom. And so, yeah, there was these 2 old ladies go down to London for a holiday. You know, they come from, you know, just outside Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
And so they go into this sex shop in Soho.
Yes.
And she said, I want something to tear my husband on. And he said, how old are you? She said, I'm 80. And how old's your husband? She said, he's 80 as well. So he says, well, look, these knickers here, the crotchless knickers, and if you put them on for him, he'll
look at the time. It's 18 minutes to 11, Freddie, and I think we've got to go.
Yes, we have now.
Thank you.
Can I say goodbye to Reese?
Yes,
Paige?
Of course you can. And Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for coming on.
Okay, Mr. Storm.
And
Thank you very much indeed.
I'll think what the punchline could be and come back to you with it. All right.